Hello everyone, and welcome back to week 5 of my Whole House Purge. um, Full disclosure, it is Friday already, and I have not even started on this week's purging project, which is my daughter Joe's room. Well, I did start today. I shouldn't say I haven't started. I already did a 30-minute segment in here. I moved all the big furniture away from the walls and vacuumed underneath those. I also vacuumed the baseboards. And gave, a room a cursory vacuum. Now I need to go in and start on the dusting. Oh, one other thing that I also already did is I stripped her bed and have her stuff in the washing machine and the dryer at the moment. So, the room is almost to the point where it's cleaned, but I haven't started any of the purging project yet because she has been at school today, and I don't want to purge anything when she's not here. So I'm going to continue with the dusting. Things are pretty thick in here. So, and there's just like stuff everywhere. I'll give you a look at the room here in just a second. But so I'm going to do the rest of the dusting first. And then by then hopefully I'll be able to make the bed. And then she will be home, and then we will be able to work on some of the other stuff. Basically with the purging part of it, I am just going to kind of be going through bins, and anything I think that I can get rid of, I will ask her. The rest of it, I'll just kind of, I don't know how we're going to do it exactly, because she's not on board with this whole purging thing. So I'm pretty much going to have to do it, which is fine with me because I can be more ruthless than she can. So I will give you a look at the room, and then I will get to the dusting. So when we first come in the room, she's got her dresser filled with stuff. There's the bed. In the corner, she's got her computer on one side. She's got a great space overlooking the park, which is awesome. Look at that view. Oh, I love it. And then she's got this corner here where she's got her her chair, which is filled up with stuff right now, her easel, and then there's a pile of stuff down here on the floor. And then, she's just got, like, just junk tucked in everywhere. Like, she's got her artwork up here for no good reason. So I'm not quite sure what that's all about. But, like, it's not terrible. It's not terrible in here, which is good. But then, as you see on, like, the dresser, it's just dirty. So, that is what we're going to deal with. First, I'm going to get everything dusted. And then I will probably vacuum along the ceilings after the dusting. dusting done. Now I'm going to take a vacuum and I'm going to vacuum around the ceiling. Like I said before, I already did all of the baseboards when I had the furniture all moved around. So the floor is pretty much done. The baseboard is pretty much done. And I'll probably vacuum once more time once we get done with the whole purging process. But for right now, I'm just going to do the ceilings. And I think I'm going to take down the light fixture on the top, get that washed up too because it's looking kind of dirty. So that's what's next. So now that the vacuuming is done, I can start on the purging process, which I kind of need to wait for her to do that. I can show you what we have to purge. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you what we need to do still. All right, so this is her closet area that we need to go through all of this up here. And then I already did the bottom of her closet, even though it's not looking like it, but she's got, you know, like extra bags over here. She's got a ton of bags. These two popcorn tins here are filled up with her paint supplies. And then this hat, she says she insists it's like a costume hat, but she is keeping that. She's got her dinosaur right there, or like her animal. That will go on her bed once it's done being, once it's made again. And then her soda supply over there. Because, you know, we're a Pepsi family. We have to hide the fact that she likes Coke, so it goes in her closet. And then, of course, we got her dresser top. And then we need to go through her drawers as well, which seem to be losing. She's got, like, hardly any knobs. I don't know where all the knobs go on her dresser, but I don't know. I'd like to make the top of this look a little nicer, but I need to talk to her about that first, so. The next morning, and I didn't really finish up my videoing in Joe's room yesterday because she was in there. She didn't really feel like being on camera yesterday, which is totally fine. I totally get that. And so I just kind of finished up the purging part of it off camera and kind of put the room back together and gave her one good last vacuum, made her bed, and then we were done. So I pretty much busted out that room just in one day. I probably spent maybe an hour and a half in there at the most. There really wasn't a whole lot in there to do other than to clean it and to kind of organize things again a little bit, like, you know, re-straighten her drawers and stuff. When I actually got into the bins up above in her closet, those were surprisingly not much that I needed to do in there. So I think we maybe took out like 3 or 4 things out of those bins. One of the bins was completely empty. The other one just had like a blanket in it. I'm like, what? So anyways, so it worked out well that it didn't take very long in that room because I got such a late start this week. So that's good. So one of the things I would like to do in her room, which is probably going to have to wait till after my big purging project is over, but I would love to put some shelves up in her room so she has some room, more room for displaying things. She has got such a great, like, eclectic sort of vibe with her collecting and stuff. She's got some really cool things. She has more vintage cameras than I do. So I'd love for her to be able to get those things out. So I'm probably going to put some shelves like above her desk area, and then I need to replace her desk as well. We've just moved her computer in there within like the last couple of weeks. So right now she's just using a card table, which is, it's working, but it's not a permanent fixture. So I'm working on finding a table for her at the thrift stores when I'm out and about. But yeah. And then another thing I would love to do is like over her bed area. She's got that pretty big wall right there to put like 2, maybe 3 rows of just real simple like picture ledges so that she can put her art up there so that she can be like surrounded by her art. Because I don't know if you saw, but she's got quite a lot of art already in there, and it's, you know, it'd be kind of nice if it was a little more organized, I guess. And it would be kind of fun to be able to like put everything up on display that she creates. So those are the plans for that room, and I'm so glad that it is done and purged and looking spick and span now. So that brings us to the end of this week number 5. I know this is a very short video, which is kind of a good thing, I guess. My other ones have been very, very long. So next week will be week number 6. And I move on to Zoe's room, which she is super excited about this whole purging project. She's already actually started a little bit on it herself. So that is exciting. And she even like recorded it for me. So that's really cool. So she'll be helping out with her room a lot more than Joe helped out in her room. But that's all right. So I would love to know down in the comments how you guys did this week with your purging projects in your own home. So let me know down in the comments how it went and which room you are headed off to for next week for week number 6. All right, so that's going to be it for me today. I will see you guys again next Sunday for another Whole House Purge video, and we will be in Zoe's room then. So I will see you then. Bye now.